Alright, hello and welcome to Let's Play yet another No Name MAME game. Today's No Name MAME game is a whole lot of fun. Alright, let's jump right in. And... wait for it, there we go. Looks kind of suspiciously like Whack-A-Mole. And I'm assuming the premise is the same. You gotta shoot all the guys before the moles rise up in rebellion and throw your tyrannical rule. And... actually, check out the graphics. Like, my first impression upon seeing this is just, it's got nice, crisp graphics. And then also, too, you'll see the guy, he just, got hit. But unlike basically every other arcade game ever, your guy doesn't die on one hit. So you've got this little janitor guy, and he can save you. And so it's kind of like Yoshi's Island in the sense that even if you mess up, you're not, like, out of the game. There's still a little chance for you to redeem yourself. And it's kind of funny, though. It's like all the hazards, they're not really, like, meant to be life-threatening. They're more like inconveniences, if anything. Although, yes, you can actually die. Oh, that's pretty cool. Losing advances you still. What's not so cool are black enemies on a black background. So I haven't necessarily explained the controls, but the first button is shoot and the second button is jump. It's fairly intuitive, actually. I'll give them credit for that. And then you look at the lush backgrounds. The music is a little lacking, but given everything else in this game, I mean, the originality, the cool gameplay, the frustration, and yet, the, like, laxity in gameplay, this is, overall, like, kind of a surprise hit. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't even know this game existed. Like, as soon as I booted it up, I realized I'd never seen any game quite like this. And it's kind of cool when a game is just so unique with its own special style that you could recognize it a mile away. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Must be one of those special stages akin to, Galactica, or... that's basically it. Oh, come on! Spiders. Oh, never mind. It's... well, it's not a special stage. It's an especially annoying stage. Freaking spiders? Is it me, or do they kind of look like the Lorax? They just kind of like hang around and maybe preach for environmentalism. Oh. Oh, come on. Evident... oh, autofire. Autofire, you give and you take so much. Close enough. So, let's try this again, and... I mean, it's a simple concept, although there is kind of the annoying aspect in, like, half the time the enemies are hiding from you. And I mean, I guess that's a little bit of payback for the, lax damaging. I mean, like, you don't really die, you just kind of get inconvenienced for a period of time, which is nice, but then the enemies, they can also kind of hide. I mean, if there's a frustrating part of Whack-A-Mole, we'll be waiting for that mole to pop up so you can slam the crap out of him. And, I mean, it's just kind of weird when, like, a video game, like, makes you wait a little bit. Or, okay, I guess it's like arcade games. At their core, they're about, like, fast twitch, fast reactions, doing things as quickly as possible. And so, like, making the character wait seems a little bit against the entire core of arcade games. And, I don't know, maybe I'm a little impatient, but quite frankly, it makes me a tiny bit annoyed. Because I've got to wait for the guys... also, too, I mean, it's a little bit unfair for them to be hiding when they're overwhelming you like this. I guess you technically have superior firepower, and if they were there the whole time and able to be shot, then it wouldn't be quite as fun. But still. Although it is kind of interesting how the game, even if you fail and, like, actually manage to lose a life, then it still advances you to the next stage. And I'm just trying. There's no way to avoid those guys. You kind of slide up and steal your legs. You can't even, like, jump over them or anything. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting concept. Like, if you... oh, well, you can jump over them. Unfortunately, the spider just wants to say hello in the most personal way possible. But yeah, it's an interesting philosophy that, like, if you played arcade... like, some arcade games are meant to be played halfway just to see what comes next, and see, like, what the next stage brings you. But other arcade games are kind of meant to, like, give you the same experience over and over again, but you slowly distill it, and so you become, like, even better and better. You know, I don't even think it's, like, a bug in, with Autofire. I think it just legitimately only lets me choose 2 characters. But, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see a video game that, like, completely acknowledges that you're playing the game just to see what the next level is, and is completely fine with that, and that they'll just give it away for free. It's unusually charitable of the developers. Also, I'm not really sure what the janitor's doing with the bombs. Like, he seems to be detonating them, but I must have a bomb case back there, but still, it's kind of funny. It's like the janitor walks in, has the bomb explode on him rather than the robot, and then goes back out. What a champ, man. What a champ. And we've got monsters of every shape and color. Actually, they kind of remind me of, like, the Dr. Mario viruses. Okay. Alright, orange guy. No, no, no! Oh. It's actually a pretty hard game. I mean, just the enemy's invincibility kind of makes it a little bit unfairly annoying towards you. And you can't really just play the game to dodge the, hazards, just because you're always gonna have... Yeah, you always want to, like, take out the enemies, so it's a little unfair in that respect. But overall, I mean, it's a new and interesting experience. I haven't really seen, like, a game quite like this. I mean, most shoot-em-ups, like, the enemies are always vulnerable, or more or less. And you don't necessarily have the overall theme of, like, shooting them before they get to the bottom. And even, like, Centipede. Centipede was more about, like, outsmarting the centipede and being able to manage the mushrooms. Whereas this is more about, like, you're shooting all of the bad guys, and yet managing, yeah, just kind of managing shooting all the bad guys. Uh-oh, he's gonna come at me. Or not. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess as you get better at the game, then you kind of figure out all of its tricks, and then it becomes child's play. Not there, that was still pretty hard. Well, we're just still keeping hope alive that, I might be able to finish the game, but no, probably not. We'll see though. Come on. Pop. There we go. Not too hard. Autofire really helps, though. Okay. No, come on. Bring him back. Get him back there. Oh, I guess maybe it was Autofire. Still, I mean, that was a surprisingly cool game, just for being some random MAME game. I mean, dude, the game's called Whole Land. You're not expecting a whole lot from this game. 84? This game was made in 1984. Seriously? This game plays like it's from the mid-90s. Like, it's smooth, it's fluid, it's got an intuitive concept that it's going for. How have I never heard about this game before? Cripes. Well, I mean, you learn something new every day. Dang. That game is like... Wow. And I mean, the graphics, I mean, you can tell that they're old, but they're crisp. And they just pop. Wow. Huh. Man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Good job, game developers. Good job. And on that note, this cat's got a scat.